What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Um, I just posted on my Facebook earlier that I can't thank God enough. It was a very tough year, you know, and a lot of things that would take more time to talk about than is allowed on Instagram Live. And I'm not ashamed to say he got me through it, because there were many times where I was on the fence, man. And for those who know me, yeah, I really put my heart on my sleeve, and I put my family first and foremost, always. And we recently moved. The last place that we were in, this was not a good place for anybody, especially a young child. And that's in our rear view window now, which I'm very proud of, because I said when we moved that place, we know we're in like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. That was like early summer, July, August, or something like that. I said this is going to be the last place that we deal with under that program that my wife was in. They don't need to be mentioned because they're not worth it. Anything, period. I wouldn't give them the time of day. They know who they are, and the most important thing is to forgive people, especially them, even though, you know, I will always have, you know, those feelings about them, which I am starting to let go. And it's to the point where it's like, you know what, in a new spot, thank God. I don't know, I keep repeating that, thank God. And I feel that, you know, 2025 will be a better year. 2024 wasn't bad, per se. It wasn't great. I think any time you're alive and you're breathing air and you ain't got nothing wrong with you that you can't handle, you know, it's a good year. I mean, it's just great to just finally not be able to waste time and energy on something that never was meant to be wasted on. And you know, I could have spent that on my wife, my daughter, you know, and all these other things I like to do, podcasting and all that stuff, which, you know, I enjoyed doing. So, in all honesty, it's just great to finally, my words cannot describe how, like, relieved I was. So I'm just gonna give you a Just brief the story behind it. So, like I said, I came back here and to New York City about 3 years ago, 2021. I was in PA for 2 years. I was there during when COVID first started. I was staying out there with my grandparents, and I came back after my grandfather passed away. I stayed with my grandmother for a little bit, and eventually I reconnected with who is now my wife, and my child's mother, and our family, and she was in this program, and they got her out of the shelter because she was in a bad spot too, and they got her out of there, and she was in 3 different places, and they were all terrible. The first place, she had roommates, and freaking ridiculous, and she stayed there for about a year or 2. Merry Christmas, heck. And then my wife got pregnant with our daughter, and she couldn't stay there. And then they moved us into this other place, which is alright. And we found out that we had crazy neighbors, but that's anywhere. And then we left there for the last spot we was in, which was alright, until we found out, nah, this gotta go. Like, I gotta shape it up or something. Like, I'm looking like a Frederick Douglass over here, I mean, we free now, so, well, kinda free. I guess for the next couple of weeks. I don't know when the orange one comes back in, but yeah. So that last place we were in, it was alright. And to make a long story short, these programs and these landlords and how they treat people are disgusting. And had that been me before I left PA, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. But life changes, people changes, especially when you have kids and all that. And that's what I thought of first and foremost. And I consider it a life lesson, because you gotta not rely on nobody but God and do your part, because these people and these agencies that are supposed to help folks don't. You're just another number, and you're just it's just the bottom line, and they don't care about that. And I have never complained about a place so much. I have never written so many emails and freaking called so many phone numbers about a place, and I just don't want to go through that shit again. Excuse my language. But so it's a lot better where we are now. It's a lot, and I can't express my feeling, it's peace of mind. Anywhere you go, you're going to have something. Noise, music, neighbors, whatever. But compared to where we was, this is like the Ritz-Carlton. So, and I'm not even joking about that. But, so. Yeah. I'm in my kitchen now. It's chill. Yeah. Ain't nothing like your own, man. You don't want to be bothered. You stay in your house. You pay your rent. You stay in your house. Ain't worry about nothing what's going on outside. None of that shit. So, but yeah. That's a little bit of what was going on. I kind of didn't really want to say things because I felt like it's time to move on and it's time to do, things like that. And, God teaches to do things for a reason and put you things through a reason to get them closer to you. And I think that's what it was. And my faith has got grower because of that. I'm not perfect by any long shot. And you're not supposed to be. But I'm a better person than I was 5 years ago. And I attest that to my wife and my daughter. But everybody knows that, if it comes down to it, you need me, I got you. If it's in my means to, I got you. That's just what it is. But being as that said, so I'm going to use the last couple of lives that I've done because I was supposed to do another podcast episode. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, on the fly. We got like 6 days left in the year, so I know I just move stuff in, and I really don't have time. My daughter is running around. She's 2 years old almost, February, and we're gonna have a new edition soon. So it's going to be very busy within the next couple of months. So I'm just gonna crank this out here. We'll see what happens between now and next week. I was supposed to do a show with a couple of friends of mine, and basically just chop it up about the city, because like I said in the last live, I'm not really messing with Washington. It is what it is, and I live here, in Brooklyn. I don't live out there in, La La Land, DC, so I know a lot of people are going to be focusing on that, especially the first 100 days of his second term, but realistically, we got a lot more going on here with our state and local governments here. To the best of my ability, for as long as I can, and when I have time, I will do my best to shoot my opinion on that. This will possibly, like I said, be the last episode of season 1 of Aaron Smith is Undefeated, which I launched in September. And as you can hear my daughter now, so that's those who have kids, those should know that there is no time to yourself, so you have to make the best of the situation.